So this year I'm going to take all the labs, okay? And today I'm going to teach about the basic principle of the immunoassays, okay? So if you listen carefully this lecture, so coming labs, that is estimation of thyroid, estimation of adrenal functions, okay? It will be very easy because this is the main principles. So after that, just we are going to say this is the chemical, this is the reagent, this is how we add. But the basic principles are today I am going to cover, okay? Please listen carefully. If you have any doubts, just you can ask, okay? So today the objectives are list the different laboratory methods used to estimate the hormonal levels in the body. What are the methods we are using to estimate the hormones in our body fluids? What is the body fluids? Blood. So mainly here the hormone in the body fluid is blood, okay? Is the blood. Second objective is mention the principles of immunoassay techniques used in the hormonal analysis. List the types and what are the advantages and drawbacks, okay? Third objective is define ELISA. What is the principle, what are the types of ELISA and what are the advantages and disadvantages of ELISA. So this is the main, the second objective, the immunoassay techniques. This is the main core, okay? This is based on the ELISA, what are the techniques, that is mainly depend on the immunoassay techniques, okay? So we have to listen carefully the principle of the immunoassay, basic principles. Then only we can understand what is the ELISA, what is the RIA. What is RIA? Radio immunoassay, okay? These are the techniques mainly depend on the immunoassay technique principles. So before going to the first slide, what is antigen? Antigen. Foreign particle. And what is antibody? Antibody? The immune response to the foreign particle. Okay. What is immune response? Immune response means what is the meaning of immune response?
Natural.
Response towards the antigen. Okay. So immune response is the response towards the body generate antibodies when the foreign particles is entered inside the body. That is antigen. When the antigen enter in our body will respond to the particular antigen and produce antibody that will fight against the antigen. That is called immune response. So assay means test. Okay. Assay means test. So now what is the meaning of immune assay? Is a test that utilizes the immune complex. What is the meaning of immune complex? That is antibody and antigen. Combination of antibody and antigen is called immune complex. So immune assay means is a test that utilizes the immune complexing when antibodies and antigens are brought together. Okay. Then when the antigens and antibodies are come together, then we are going to estimate. That type of technique is called immune assay. And antigen complex, antibody complex is also known as immune complex. So clear what is the immune complex, okay? That is the antigen and antibody complex. So what are the types of immune assays? These are the main types of the immune assays, okay? So just forget about the ELISA, whatever test, but these are the main tests of the immune assays. One is competitive immune assay, second one is non-competitive, homogeneous and heterogeneous. These four types are the main types of the immunoassay techniques. What is competitive? What is the meaning of competitive?
Against each other. Work against each other.
Pardon?
Against each other.
Against competitive, okay. Okay, challenging, competitive on the receptor. What is non-competitive? Opposite. What is the meaning of homogeneous?
Like.
Heterogeneous? Heterogeneous means different. So these are the four types of immunoassay: competitive, non-competitive, homogeneous, and heterogeneous. So we'll go one by one. So the four types are the main types. Okay. So according to the label means what is the meaning of label? We are making some labels to identify. If you want to identify something, you have to put some mark or something. You have to put, that is called label. Okay. Depending on the labels means, the labels mean nothing but some substrate. Okay. Substance which we are using in the techniques. Depending on the labels, the immunoassay are divided into three types: radio immunoassay and ELISA, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, and fluoroimmunoassay. So name itself indicate what is the label. Okay. Radio immunoassay. Radio means that is a radioactive particle involved in the assay technique. Okay. In that case, we are using one radio labeled particle. So that is called radio immunoassay. So here we are going to use the radioactive substances isotope I-125. Okay. Iodine 125 is the isotope which release the radioactivity. So we are measuring the radioactivity in the analyzer. Okay. So in this immunoassay we are going to use radioactive isotopes. So that is called radio immunoassay. Second one is enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. So here the substrate is enzyme. Okay. So in this test we are using the enzyme as a substrate for the analysis of the unknown antigen. So here what are the commonly used enzymes are alkaline phosphatase and horseradish peroxidase. These two we are using commonly for the estimation of ELISA. Fluoroimmunoassay. Here we are using the fluorescent molecule as a substrate. Okay. So these three types are depending on the labels only. But what are the main types? The four: competitive, non-competitive, homogeneous, and heterogeneous. These are the four main types. These are depend on the labels which we are using in the test. We are divided into radio, ELISA, and fluorescence. So far, is it clear?
Yes.
So what is the basic principle? What is the core principle of the immunoassay? Okay. Now I am not telling about the ELISA, radio, just about the immunoassay. Okay. So formation of stable labeled antigen and antibody complex in the case of hormonal assay. Okay. Here what is the main core principle means this immunoassay techniques will estimate the formation of antigen and antibody complex only. So formation of antigen and antibody complex is the main thing. Okay. For the estimation of the unknown antigens. So in our case, the antigen will be the hormone. Okay. In our case, the antigen will be the hormone. The label produce the signal. See, formation of stable labeled antigen and antibody complex. Labeled antigen plus antibody. Remember, not antigen. Labeled antigen. Labeled antigen means what is the meaning of labeled antigen?
Mark.
Yes. Huh? Label means before I tell you
Substrate.
yeah, before I told you what are the labels, okay, like radioisotope, enzyme, and fluorescence. So here formation of labeled antigen means the antigen which is labeled with some substrate, that is either enzyme or radioactive substance or fluorescence. Okay. So formation of labeled antigen plus antibody that produce in our body. Okay. That is complex in the hormonal assay. the antigen is hormone intended. So the labeled antigen, when there is a combination of labeled antigen and antibody, the labeled antigen will produce the signal. Okay, the signal we are going to measure how much the signal. Okay, so this is the main thing, measurement of the strength of the signal, interpretation of the signal through a standard curve. By taking the graph, we are going to estimate the what is the amount of the antigen present in the sample.
There is no port here.
Okay.
Behind this.
So as I told you, what is the antigen? Antigen is a substance or molecule that when introduced into the body triggers to produce the antibodies, okay, by immune system. That is called antigens. Most frequently the antigens are proteins. Mostly the antigens are proteins, okay, whatever it may be. If it is from viral antigen, bacterial antigen, the antigen is protein mostly, okay. And sometimes it is polysaccharide or lipid, okay. It is combination of polysaccharide. What is the polysaccharide? Carbohydrate. Or sometimes it is a mixing of lipid. That is called, if it is pure, that is called protein. If it is conjugated, maybe it is polysaccharide or lipid, then it is called conjugated. What is the meaning of conjugated? Conjugation. Together, bind together. Okay, that is called conjugation. Epitope. So there are two types, epitope and paratope. Epitope means, this is called epitope, okay, where the antigenic determinant site, that is called antigenic determinant site. So where the antibody will come and bind, that part is called epitope, okay. So paratope means it present on the antibody. So when the antigen come and bind to the specific site, that is called paratope. Understand what is the epitope and what is paratope? Epitope present on the antigen. Epitope present in the antigen, so it attached with the antibody. Paratope present in the antibody. So antigens have several epitopes, okay? So it has several epitopes, see? But antibodies have only two paratopes, okay? So clear what is antigen, epitope and what is paratope.
So that's what epitope binds to paratope.
Epitope bind to the paratope or paratope bind to the epitope. Okay, this is the binding site. So this is the structure of antibody. Antibody is nothing but immunoglobulin. You know, immunoglobulins are nothing but antibodies. Okay, so antibodies formation of 4 polypeptide chains. 4 polypeptide chains. In that, 2 is heavy chain, long chain, and 2 is light chain. Both chains are get together by disulfide bonds. Okay. So this antibody structure, it has 2 terminals. One is C terminal and another one is N terminal. What is the meaning of C terminal? C terminal. C terminal means constant terminal. Okay. Here the C 2 terminals. N terminal and C terminal. Okay. And in C terminal, the amino acid sequence is constant. Okay. For each and every antibody, the C terminal has constant amino acid. But the variation in the N terminal, that is V, variable terminal. Okay, variable region. So depending on the variable region, there are different types of amino acids. Understand? Constant region and variable region. Here the amino acid sequence is constant. There is no change for all amino acids. But here variable regions, amino acid sequence will be changed. So accordingly the amino acids will be different types. So commercial production of antibodies. So there are 2 types of antibodies which are actually antibodies will produce inside our body, right? So commercially we can produce the antibodies. This is called monoclonal antibodies and polyclonal antibodies. Okay, these 2 types of antibodies we are producing in the laboratories. Monoclonal antibodies. Mono means one. So this type of antibodies will produce from the single cell line. Okay, single plasma cell line. So these antibodies are specific to specific antigen. You want to add antibody against the HIV. Okay, so single cell line will produce specific only. It will bind only the HIV antigen only. That is called monoclonal antibody. Next one is polyclonal antibody. Poly means many. So in this antibody there are different types of antibody mixture. Okay, combination of different types. So it will bind to different types of antigens. This is monoclonal and this is polyclonal. Clear? This is art.
The mono is more specific.
Mono is more specific, but it is specific to only single. But polyclonal not like that. It can bind very different. Okay. So these are the artificially producing antibodies in the laboratories. Now back to the types of immunoassay. So far is it clear? What is antigen? What is paratope, epitope, antibodies? Okay. Any doubt? That side. Okay, go for the competitive immunoassay. So there are four types of immunoassays. As I told you, competitive, non-competitive, homogeneous and heterogeneous. So we will look for one by one. Competitive immunoassay. In competitive immunoassay, what is the meaning of analyte? Analyte means nothing but antigen. Okay, antigen or any foreign particle that we are going to measure. That is called analyte. So in competitive format, unlabeled analyte, usually antigen in the test sample, is measured by its ability to compete with the labeled antigen in the immunoassay. So in the computation, there is a computation between the unlabeled antigen that is present in our sample, okay, and labeled antigen that is present in our kit, assay kit, okay. Assay kit means the kit which are used to estimate the sample, okay. So we know the labeled antigen, the antigen which is labeled, okay. Unknown antigen present in the sample. There is a computation between the labeled antigen and unlabeled antigen. Unlabeled antigen where it is present in the sample, okay. Labeled antigen present in the kit, the reagent which you are using for the estimation during the test. So there is a computation between the unlabeled antigen and labeled antigen. So the unlabeled antigen blocks the ability of the labeled antigen. So when we are mixing the, so we have the antibody, okay. We have antibody and we have serum sample and we have unlabeled antigen. When we are mixing together, the unlabeled antigen means the antigen present in the sample will go and bind to the antibody. So we will go and bind to the antibody and block the chance for the labeled antigen, okay? Labeled antigen. So this is called computation. One antibody, one labeled antigen and one unlabeled antigen. So both together computed to the antibody.
Okay.
So in the competitive immunoassay, less labeled measured means when you are after the labeled antigen computation. So when the results less labeled measures in the assay means when there is a less amount of labeled antigen in the sample. Okay, less means more amount of unlabeled antigens goes and bind to the antibody. When there is a less amount of antigen means what does it indicate? More amount of the antigen, unlabeled antigen present in the sample. See, if you take this graph, if the less amount of labeled antigen,
More.
understand, if the less amount of labeled antigen present means signal will be high. Means what it indicates? More amount of the unlabeled antigen present in the sample. Okay, that is more positive. If the labeled antigen is less, high, okay, high amount, means signal will be low. Means the occupation, the antibody attached with the more labeled antigen. So there is no space for the unlabeled. So this is the computation. It is indirectly proportional. If it is more labeled antigen is more, unlabeled antigen will be less. Unlabeled antigen is more, labeled antigen will be less. So competitive is the indirectly proportional. So again the competitive immunoassay it is we can perform into two steps. Okay, one step competitive immunoassay and two step competitive immunoassay. In one step competitive immunoassay, both labeled antigens and unlabeled specimens antigens are compared for the limited amount of antibody. One step means the antibody will be limited amount. For example, see here, one antibody, we have one antibody and antigen, that is sample and labeled antigen. So when the test is goes, antibody antigen complex, okay? It will form either antibody antigen complex, that is unlabeled antigen and antibody complex, or labeled antigen and antibody complex. If this is present, our test indicate labeled antigen and antibody. It means there is sample negative, okay? If you have one
So we see the
take the test tubes, okay? It contains only one antibody, okay? One antibody and one is antigen, that is sample, our sample, and one is labeled antigen, okay? In the test. So when the test, we can after perform the test, if the antibody antigen complex, if there is a formation of antigen antibody complex means what does it mean? So our antibody binds with the antigen, that is antigen. Antibody binds with the antigen means this is positive. Positive because the sample contains specific antigen. Okay? Specific antigen. So labeled antigen will be remaining. Labeled antigen will be remaining. If labeled antigen attached here means negative because there is no specific antibody to our sample antigen. So that is one step. Either labeled antigen or unlabeled antigen will be attached to the antibody. In the two-step competitive immunoassay, the antibody concentration of the reaction solution will be more.
The label antigen bind positive.
If the labeled antigen binds me, there is no space for the unlabeled antigen, so it is negative. If the labeled antigen binds means there is no space for the unlabeled antigen, so it is negative. So in two-step competitive assay, the antibodies will be excess, okay, more amount of the antibodies. So antibody reagent is first incubate. First we have to do the we have to take the antibody reagent and then incubate with the sample. Incubate with the sample means sample contain unlabeled antigen. So first we have to incubate with the unlabeled antigens. Then in the second step we have to add labeled antigen. Labeled antigen means nothing but the antigen which we know, okay? The labeled antigen. So then what happened? First when you incubate with the unlabeled antigen, most of the antigens will be bind to the antibodies. Okay? So there are chance for the more sensitivity reliability. Okay? So in the two-step competitive immunoassay, the sensitivity is very high because we have more number of antibodies, large number of antibodies. So yes, large number of antibodies. So if our sample contains antigens, less antigens means there is chance to attach with the any one of the antibodies. But in one step competitive, only we have limited number of antibodies. So there is chances the attachment of the antigen is very less. So this two-step competitive immunoassay is more sensitive than one-step competitive immunoassay. Step 1. We have to access antibodies, okay?
Okay.
We have to add antigen, then form antigen antibody complex. And one antibody is remaining still.
Yes.
Again antigen antibody plus labeled antigen. So here there is a combination. Antigen antibody complex unlabeled and labeled. So the test sensitivity is more. If yes. Right. No, now it is positive because we have number of antibodies. Already we got the antigen antibody complex. Okay. So how we will estimate which is the negative or positive? What is the range means? If this labeled antigen antibody is less, means what?
More or less.
More unlabeled antigens are attached to the antibodies. Okay. So if it is less.